Hey, good morning. This is our fifth day now. Fifth day, guys. Fifth day, guys. Rosie, fifth day. Our breakfast at Lourdes.
Hello, family and friends. We gather again for another pilgrimage tour in France. Here on this channel, Lumaki sa America. This is Chard and the family. We welcome you for another tour with my lovely Reina, Bernadette, my kiddos, Renee, my sidekick, Riley, my boy, and my youngest, Rosie Rosita. Also along with us is Mommy Nene and Daddy DJ, as they also embark on another walk endurance with the pilgrimage. This is our fifth day pilgrimage with our Holy Family parishioners and with Father Fred Kutubebi as we visit the Bernadette Cathedral and the sacred spring water of Lourdes. On our last day in France, we will also tour the miniature landmark of Lourdes as one of local artists inspired the history of the town and how it became one of the holiest city in Europe. Another, we will also wash our faces with the holy spring water as what many believe to be holy with prayers. Of course, with prayers and being a Catholic Christian, we can achieve miracles with our God, Jesus Almighty. Like the verse saying by Matthew 19:26, anything is possible with our Lord Jesus Christ. From introduction, coming with great charismatic voice, let me introduce my co-pilot in this vlog, my ever beautiful daughter Renee, to introduce some of the highlights that made this pilgrimage more alive since the beginning. Again, my co-vlogger Renee.
Hello, this is Renee and welcome back to another episode of our family trip at the Europe Marian Shrine Pilgrimage.
And that was Renee. Before we continue with Renee, I do however have an AI overview of the riverbed. The story of the Lourdes River is closely linked to the apparitions of Our Lady of Lourdes to Bernadette Suberous in 1858. In the 1858 apparitions, Bernadette was gathering firewood near the Gave River when she had visions of the Virgin Mary in the grotto of Massabielle. During the ninth apparition, the Virgin Mary instructed Bernadette to go and drink from the spring and wash herself there, revealing a previously unknown spring in the grotto. This spring, now famous as the Lourdes water, is said to have healing properties and is a central part of the pilgrimage site. And now, please enjoy our walk around Lourdes. Have you ever been mesmerized by a certain location or a place? Well, this place has catapulted my attention badly that it makes us feel like it only happens yesterday. So vivid in our eyes, as if we were still in that location.
Thank you, Dad. Hello, this is Renee again, and I'm going to read an AI overview as we walked our way to the candles. According to the AI overview, in the context of Lourdes, lighting candles is a deeply rooted tradition, primarily associated with the grotto and the river, the Gave. Pilgrims often light candles as a symbolic act of prayer, expressing intentions for healing, peace, or other blessings. The burning flame is seen as a symbol of hope, faith, and the presence of God.
So Renee, how do we obtain this candle for lighting and for prayers?
It depends on the size of the candle you're going to buy. The taller the candle, the more prayers and intentions last longer for miraculous outcomes. When it comes to price, candles with shorter height are cheaper as €8, while there's giant candles up to more than €50. Walking to the candles, we didn't have an interactive experience and were only informed about the history and place at Our Lady of Lourdes. Additionally, there is also a prayer from Saint Bernadette at the candles to strengthen the intentions and petitions within the candles.
That is really informative, Renee, and thank you for that information. When I was younger, I did think about why we lit candles, or why we light candles. So that is the definition of why we light up candles after each Mass or during the Mass or whenever we visit certain places, especially churches.
As we walked past the candle lighting, we were now approaching the grotto, where the apparition happened with Bernadette and Mother Mary. Right along this grotto, also where the area of the holy spring water was discovered.
Yes, Renee, that is fantastic. And this place is the grotto. This is where the apparition happened. And this is where the holy spring water is also located. To recap, the story of Lourdes and one of the 18 apparitions by Mother Mary helped construct and name the city of Lourdes. On February 7, 1858, the Cathedral Lady of Lourdes was established. Our next stop is to see the structures of Lourdes Cathedral. And then we're going to head on top to watch over the cathedral's crown. I would pay close attention to this dome structure inside the cathedral. As we go outside, you will understand why this structure will look like the crown. Before walking on top of the cathedral, we are going to make a quick glimpse of the Basilica of St. Pius X, which is the 10th. This location is dedicated to St. Pius, who was canonized in 1954. St. Pius X, nicknamed the Pope of the Eucharist, played a crucial role in opening up access to this sacrament, particularly for children. This link with the Eucharist is particularly resonant at Lourdes, where Bernadette Suberous' faith, centered on this sacrament, is omnipresent. The Basilica of St. Pius X is the setting for the Lourdes International Masses, which bring together thousands of pilgrims from all over the world. The celebrations, marked by their solemnity and fervor, are among themes important moments in religious life at Lourdes. To find out more about St. Pius X and the Basilica, you can simply visit the article on the Assumption, Lourdes, Underground Masterpiece and Shrine of Faith. This is the Basilica, as we are not allowed to go further than the balcony. At this point, we are now prepared and ready to go see the crown jewel of Lourdes. On the way to the top, the incline walk to the crown was very challenging. We are, however, pilgrims. Although water is always necessary to help us go through the incline. It was quite a distance for some of us, and complaints are very common. This journey is to be understood with purpose. Humor aside, as for my family, we see this as an opportunity for exercise.
This is the dome on top.
As we approach nearby, if you look ahead to the right, that is the crown jewel of Lourdes.
It's a video. Alrighty, look.
This crown is actually the dome structure inside the cathedral, as you can see in this photo. This is the most glorious day being a pilgrim, reaching the top. Part of the reason why we have to reach the top is because of our daily Mass. We will be holding our Mass ritual here on this chapel. Hello folks, family and friends. If you have reached watching this far, thank you very much. This is an honor to have you. However, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Lumakisa America, we highly encourage you to like and share. Your like and subscription will definitely help maintain our channel in motion. Not only maintain our channel, you will also reach our newest video once they come out. Again, thank you for watching our channel, Lumakisa America. Here we await and getting ready for the Mass.
Mommy, Daddy, Rosie, Mommy DJ.
It is noontime after Mass. Since we have a lot of time on our plate, we decided to hit up nearby shops and souvenir shops to support local businesses.
What? Okay. Hey, I know we got this in America. This one is a Pellegrino. But I wish they make the bottle cap like this. See? This one doesn't come off. You split it like that and voila. Yeah. Much better. Look at that. Look at that food. And part two.
You know, we were supposed to go back and just look for a random restaurant, and we did not expect that a Filipino restaurant in France?
Ooh, adobo.
Yeah, this finding is so unexpected and very exciting at the same time, as we get to eat our cultural cuisine.
Number 5. Number 5.
Vegetarian ako. Okay, number 5 ka. Si Riley. 14. Okay, 14 ka. 5C. And then number 5 for you. Ano kayo nila?
Give him another number.
5 na rin. 5.
All I have to do is sing a special song.
I like the indoor seating.
They're getting even bigger.
It's because we're having some outside air.
All I had to do is sing a special song.
Tell them we're here in France and then we still eat Filipino. Parada pa eh.
Our pilgrim tour for the day to Lourdes was short and early. So my family and I decided to navigate more into the city by riding an optional tour in a tram. We would want to see more of the neighboring area and tour to the mini city of Lourdes. It is a recreational art museum built by local hobby enthusiasts. On this tour, I will have my sidekick Renee to elaborate more of the story.
May connection ba tayo ng audio?
Bibigyan tayo. Kasi
Entering inside the tram ride with my family, inside the tram ride came in 8 languages, primarily French, English, and Spanish.
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos
Riding a little train of our own.
La ciudad de Lourdes se encuentra en los Altos Pirineos. Tiene aproximadamente 60.000 habitantes y está situada a 420 metros.
We had 2 tram rides. The first ride was listening about Lourdes' historic buildings. The second ride took us to an attraction that will leave you shocked as you stay tuned throughout this vlog video.
Aquí tenían lugar en la Edad Media las ferias de las bestias. We reden nu rustig nadat zich van de gemeente Toulouse waren aangekocht. Sinds laatst du Champ-Commun, waar tijdens de middeleeuwen de veemarkt plaatsvond. A 948 metri di altitudine, famoso per la sua vista panoramica sui Pirenei e la pianura di Ligure. We are heading towards the Pic du Cher, the electric funicular.
The midway point was a photo-taking opportunity. At first we were confused what's to know about the house. Then we thought it was about the house when it was about the high view of Lourdes. We took pictures of the view and enjoyed the landscape.
Where does it go?
I may not translate the facts shared throughout the ride, but I can summarize. The tram ride was 10 minutes total, 5 minutes seeing shops, dine-ins, and colorful buildings, between stops to spend a minute to each building. Les Petites Lourdes, l'histoire de Bernadette. If you are planning to visit Lourdes, you should also visit Petite Lourdes for the great dedication bringing the past to life at miniature size. It's a purely hobby-made museum owned by 2 grandsons of the original builder, their great-grandfather. All by himself, he sculpted and built the entirety of the sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes, explaining about the story and testimony of young Saint Bernadette and her family, with many chapels of Saint Bernadette's priests that helped her in her vocation.
And I often came to see my family in this mill.
We were amazed. We were trying to find a place to spend time in, and this was our stop at Petite Lourdes. When we entered inside, the owner came and guided us to the entrance, a door that led to a wide train set and a speaker to hold throughout the tour, to walk and listen through the life of Saint Bernadette and narrative audio.
Past the surreal grotto and see it as I did for the last time on the 3rd of July 1866.
How rare it is to see a family-owned business supporting their great-grandfather's work, building the heart and highlight of Our Lady of Lourdes' 71 miracles, spring water, and Immaculate Conception Virgin Mary found at the grotto. Are there many museums similar to Petite Lourdes? I'd research after to figure it myself, but let us know in the comments below.
Waiting for our train.
In case you're wondering why my left hand is patting the ice cream cone, I didn't choose to do that. It was cold outside. My body couldn't handle it.
Devant chaque activité, et nous vous réservons le retour dans un autre pèlerin après votre visite.
And that was it. Going through the Petite Lourdes Museum visit.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a Der Ausflug von Lourdes ist sehr alt, und zwar aus der Epoche der Römer. Die Stadt ist in zwei sehr unterschiedlichen Teilen geteilt. Die 57 zur Zeit in der früheren Zeit, das mehr als 250 Prozent, was aus Lourdes zweite Stadt
Thank you, Renee, for elaborating the story of the miniature of Lourdes, miniature city of Lourdes. I knew I can count on you, and I also knew that you have this skill talent all along. Congratulations! As we head back from this tour to the tram station, we realize this is going to be our last moment in France. Our next destination will be to Spain. I hope you watch our next video from Spain that is coming up next for our 6-day pilgrimage in Europe, here in Lumaquis, America.
Streets of Lourdes. That's what it looks like.
We were offered a finale experience to wash our face with the blessed spring water Saint Bernadette found as one of the earliest miracles at Our Lady of Lourdes. We accepted and felt cleansed washing our face, signifying to keep our Catholic faith, strength, and the confident belief we have learned about the Queen of Heaven and Earth, Our Lady, who appeared to Saint Bernadette in spiritual form.
Still wet on my face. But you know, I think everything is well. Come on, Renee. Okay, come on.
Thank you, folks, family, and friends for watching our 5th day in Europe. This is Lourdes in France. I hope to see you on our next video, and this time in Spain. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share dito sa Lumaquis sa America.
Okay, mommy, this is our last night here at Lourdes. This is our dinner night. Eating. Parang kaya pala nakagano pala yun. Hi, Riley. Last night at Lourdes.
No, it's your last night in France.
In France.
To Spain. Enjoy the last 2 months. Okay, bye. Tomorrow we're gonna go to Spain.
Oh, yeah.
Parang si Alessandro magsalita. Tomorrow, we're gonna go to Spain. Bring your passport.